And David, much needed weather, but some awful around, certain areas. But the lakes, you're talking about Canyon Lake being up, Medina Lake is up. That is good news.
Yeah, and also the Edwards Aquifer is up as well, around 650. So we're seeing a daily increase by a foot, which is very much needed, especially since a lot of the water came from the Edwards Aquifer recharge zone. So that was much needed as well. So looking at the current conditions in San Antonio, looking a little hazy out there, and that's because of the light Saharan dust, but it should clear up by this afternoon. The current temperature 79 degrees, feels like 82 degrees, and our radar shows barely any rainfall. We're only seeing a couple of sprinkles out towards the west near Rock Springs, but this is not anything impactful. But we still have a bunch of river flood warnings, especially along the Rio Grande, the Nueces River, the Frio River, as well as the San Antonio River. Because of all the water that fell over the past couple of days, well, it has to go downstream, and that's why we're expecting rises for the rivers to rise over the next couple of days, especially for areas farther towards the south. So here are the communities that need to watch out for rising water. So we're going to start off with the Nueces River. Thankfully, Uvalde is more upstream, so they're below the flood stage, and they're expected to continue to fall in terms of river levels. The Nueces River at Crystal City still extremely high. They have seen a short decrease over the past 24 hours, but it's still at around 35.76 feet, so still major flooding at Crystal City. The Frio River near Derby experiencing major flooding, and unfortunately the water levels will rise with a forecasted crest of 21 feet by later today. And then the Frio River at Tilden. So the current level is 1.86 feet. However, with all the water moving downstream, they're going to see their water levels rise over the next couple of days, and they're going to have a forecasted crest of 27 feet, not today, but on Tuesday. So that's going to be in the near future, and they will have major flooding for the start of the work week. And then going out towards the west, Devils River near Comstock, they're seeing a current level of 3.28, which is below flood stage, but the forecast shows that the water levels will rise, and the forecasted crest is 7 feet. Nueces River near Asherton, current level 30.48 feet, which is way over the flood stage, and they're experiencing major flooding. And the Frio River near Derby, the current level is 20.2 feet, and the forecast shows water levels rising for later today. The forecast to crest 21 feet, so they're experiencing major flooding at the moment. San Antonio River near Runge, current level 30.6 feet over the flood stage. The forecast shows that the water levels will be rising, but only to moderate flooding. And then in the hill country, this is good because the Guadalupe River initially had a flash flood emergency on Thursday evening. However, the water levels dramatically decreased as they dispersed towards Canyon Lake, and the current levels are way below the flood stage. Same thing is true for Frio River at Concan. And looking at the lake levels, the Canyon Lake received the bulk of the water levels from the Guadalupe River, and that's the reason why they are 95.6% full, which is way above this time last year where they were around 67.3 full, and an 18-foot change as compared to last month. Medina River saw an improvement as well. They're 25.3% full, which is way over what we had last year, and they saw around a 34-foot change as compared to last year as well. And Lake Travis, they're 100% full. And then also the Edwards Aquifer. A lot of the rainfall came at the Edwards Aquifer recharge zone, contributing to the well. And we're seeing a level of 650 feet at the Edwards Aquifer. So this weekend's forecast, we're not expecting any rainfall at all. Morning clouds for both today and tomorrow, clearing up in the afternoon. Temperatures in the lower 90s, but with this humidity, we'll see heat index values in the triple digits. And we're going to enter a very dry pattern for the rest of July. Notice barely any rain chances, or actually no rain chances for the rest of July. Temperatures around the lower to mid 90s. Saharan dust still in our area, but it won't be enough to impact your air quality. And with this humidity, feels like temperatures still in the triple digits. And we'll of course monitor our river levels over the next couple of days for areas downstream. We'll be back with more after the break.